are everywhere. Learn to embrace the stupidity joy.
Embrace the stupidness. Go embrace the stupid. It's everywhere. Look, there's some.
Hello. Friday night. It's a lock-in. A knees up. Get on it. No Tobys. No two Bob Muckslags. Only the real ones in it. I can't believe I said that. All are welcome. Welcome to the Adams Arms, a hostelry for the hopeful, a place where football is and forever will be fun in what has been, let's face it, a really good week for Arsenal. It has been a bloody good week for the Arsenal. Hands up, any of you who predicted that Arsenal were going to absolutely shellac Atletico Madrid. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4-0. Diego Simeone, everybody's first choice manager if something happened to Mikel Arteta. And I would hope he had some very good life insurance because there's people out there that don't like him. But if something happens to Mikel Arteta, they told us, we want Diego Simeone. He's a proven winner. Well, he was left scratching his head. Arteta's done quite well so far this season. I did wonder. It's part of being an Arsenal fan at the moment, isn't it? You have a fantastic result. You have a great result on the weekend. Go top of the table, watch Liverpool have a really dodgy result against Man United. Again, a result no one predicted. Football is unpredictable. Isn't that one of the joys of football? But you go through the great weekend, fantastic midweek or early midweek. And I found myself thinking, what on earth are the Gluminati going to be upset about? And I genuinely thought, could this be a moment? Could this be a moment that unifies all the Arsenal fan base? Everyone goes in really happy. And then, of course, it was Christian. I don't know Christian, but he was interviewed on AFTV and happened to say that he thought, and I've been trying to remember, I haven't watched it twice, but I think he said that Arsenal are the best team in Europe. And that got the cat amongst the pigeons. That got them riled up, angry they were. How dare you say that? How dare you say? I mean, this is modern football, isn't it? Everybody's having these pointless arguments. One person says, I think Arsenal are the best team in Europe. The other person says, oh, no, they're not. What's the point of these conversations? As I understand it, football is not just about opinions. It's not one of those Olympic sports where you have to hold up a sign saying 4.9, 5.9. There's medals. It's a title. You win the silverware and you get to say you're the best. If you win the Premier League, you get to go around for at least a season saying, hey, we're the best in the Premier League. And no one can dispute it. I don't know who the best team in Europe are, but I would guess that Paris Saint-Germain fans would have something to say about it if we start saying we are the best team in Europe. Now, if you're saying you think we're going to win the Champions League, great, it's an opinion. Good for you. Some people are born on a scale of happiness where everything makes them happy. Oh, rain, wonderful. Good weather for ducks. Everything's positive. Everything's half full. And other people, not so much. The Gluminati, not so much. They desperately need to find something to be unhappy about. And so what they've latched onto is the people who are desperately happy. I think that most of us in the middle can just ignore the pair of them. I don't know if Arsenal are the best team in Europe. I don't care. I know that from my earliest memories at Highbury, we used to sing, by far the greatest team the world's ever seen. In fact, on the original channel, or this channel, whenever I used to introduce a video, I always used to say, welcome to the Gooner Channel, a channel 100% dedicated to the Arsenal, who are, as we all know, by far the greatest team the world has ever seen. And I used to get comments every now and again, not often, but I used to get comments from people saying, you can't honestly think you're the greatest team the world has ever seen. And I think about it, I think, yes, I do. Yes, I do. I do. But I don't expect to have to prove it. I think having heard Barnsley fans singing the same song and songs like It's Just Like Watching Brazil, when it isn't, I think there is a good, healthy dose of irony in football fandom, certainly in English-based football fandom, where we love a bit of taking a piss and banter. And we like to have a little bit of chest and say, we're the best team in the world and prove we're not. And that's what keeps us supporting fans. Can't all support the successful club at the time. Can't all be Man United fans. There's a lot of people who latched onto Man United 20 years ago when they were younger and now are regretting it. I was an Arsenal fan because I'm from the area. It's my local club. It's a family club. And it's a game I could walk to. And we used to sing with some pride, Arsenal FC. We're by far the greatest team the world has ever seen. And it never occurred to me for a moment that would make someone else unhappy. But it does. It does. Apparently, Christian's comments were enough to take the shine and luster off of a fantastic victory over Diego Simeone. Only his second time in his career he's lost a game 4-0. I've heard lots of things. Oh, well, it wasn't really a 4-0. I find that really difficult to tolerate because it was a 4-0. All of the goals counted. We scored 4 of them. They didn't score one. Score is 4-0. When we batter teams and don't score goals and miss tap-ins or sitters, people don't go, you can still have the points for it. You still get the credit for that. They take the piss out of us because we don't cross the line. When we cross the line and it's a free kick or a goal, like Liverpool beat us with a free kick. No complaints. That's just how it is. It was a worldie of a free kick. Graced the game, Jobbersley did with that free kick, but no one says anything. And then with Arsenal, we get to a situation where we beat a team 4-0 and they go, yeah, we're not that good, are they? I mean, just hours before, they're telling us that we don't stand a chance and we're really going to get schooled. And a lot of us thought we would be by Diego Simeone, who is Street Fighter. Well, you got KO. And I'm really proud of it. I thought it was a great performance. I thought I'd love to have been at the Emirates. I think it was one of those nights that people there will remember a long time. I've had a few of those recently. PSG last season, when you think of the Real Madrid with the 2 stunning free kicks by Declan Rice, who is becoming a dead ball specialist, if you don't already think he is. Can we, though, in the Adams Arms, can we agree that there are no top or bottom Gooners, are just Gooners? If one of you wants to say that you think we're the best team in the world, the rest of us will go, you're entitled to your opinion. Everybody in the Arsenal world is entitled to their opinion. If you think Arsenal are the best team in Europe, fine. I don't necessarily have to agree with you. I think we're going to find out who the best team in Europe are when we see who wins this season's Champions League, and not before. Currently, though, the holders have to get some credit. And look, Paris Saint-Germain, most people without a dog in a fight would say, I think Paris Saint-Germain are better than Arsenal. I don't know how you go about having these conversations endlessly where you're comparing, is Bukayo Saka world class? Is he better than Foden? Doesn't matter. He's ours. He's our star boy. Doesn't matter if Gyökeres is good or bad. I did love the comment on Tuesday, which I thought was best, which is, it might have been Wednesday, actually. Tuesday or Wednesday. We've done 2 shows. No show last night. I took a night off. But back with you Friday, and Gyökeres or Coquerez scored with his penis and someone wasn't impressed by that. Thank you for being here with me. It's Friday night. It's time to look ahead to the Palace game. Palace, of course, losing to Larnaca last night. I did watch a bit of that. That was a very boring match. And interesting to see Palace have to deal with a low block. If it's tough to score against Larnaca, you better hope we don't go 1-0 up. But I'll race through some of your comments because it's fantastic to see so many of you here. And we start off with Hawkwind, who, whenever we see you, Hawk, Hawkwind.